What time is it? Come on, you know what time it is. Time once again for the epic, historic, monumental, Academy Award winning, but I'm not bragging. Time for the Uncle Brian Happy Friday Week in Review. Yeehaw! Roundup video. Well, I have to admit right up front, I don't have a whole lot to round up with Jabba. Unless something happened yesterday that I'm not aware of. He made another guest appearance, maybe, showing off more things he bought on another shopping spree with taxpayer welfare money. Maybe he bought another pair of sneakers, another Hot Wheels car. No. I'm not aware of any recent events since his last one. And like I said, you know, it got to me and his bad habit rubbed off. You know what happened? You know, I had to brag on my sneakers and shoes and boots, and then I had to brag on all the seafood that I will be making today when I have my daughters and son-in-laws and my Adi and my Benji come over. And the six of us adults and two children. Adi will be able to eat a lot of it. He's almost 2 years old now. He's got all his teeth, and he likes people food and stuff, adult people food. He likes French fries. So we'll be able to eat almost all of it. The fish, we can cut up. The hot dog, cut up so we don't take a big hot dog, choke on a chunk. Scallops, we can cut up in smaller pieces. Potatoes. Clams are kind of tricky because the necks on the clams, they can be a little rubbery. We'll have to be careful. Unfortunately, my Benji, only 9 months old, he won't be able to enjoy any of it. But due to Jabba's bad habits rubbing off on me, it affected me, you know, having to show off all the seafood I'll be making later this afternoon, you know. So I guess I'll do a little roundup on Uncle Brian, the life and times of Uncle Brian this week. Switched off a day with Phil at the VTH. He had something come up for his Wednesday, so I covered for him. He took my Tuesday. The three of us work together. We all have our life things come up, and it works out. When you work together with people, things get done. And then, a funny thing happened. A funny thing happened on the way to the seafood market when I left the VTH on Wednesday. I drove there, and not once did I feel a need to complain. Well, first, I didn't need to make a video of it and go live. I didn't feel a need to have to document that here on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I didn't feel a need while I was driving there to have to bitch and complain about the way other people were driving. Bitch and complain because I happened to, see a pothole, and I kind of just swerved around a little bit like other cars did and kept right on going. I didn't feel a need to bitch and complain about how the city workers aren't doing their job because I saw some trash on the sidewalk. And then when I got to Shaw's Seafood Market, when I got out and I was walking in, going to the parking lot, I didn't feel a need to bitch and complain about the way some cars may have been parked a little over the line, that divides the parking spaces. I looked and kept right on walking, went in, you know what I mean? When I went in, there were a few people already in line there at the counter. You got to take a ticket, I took a ticket, looked at the number, looked up at the screen to show what number they were serving, and there were like 3 people ahead of me. And I patiently waited there. I didn't feel a need to bitch and complain about why I was going to have to wait so long, I didn't feel a need to have to strike up a conversation with other people that were there waiting, get them involved in a conversation with me. I patiently stood there quietly, waiting my turn. And then it's my turn. I told the person there, what I wanted. 6 pounds of clams. I want that big, 2-pound, fresh, thick codfish fillet to batter and deep fry fish and chips. Actually, it came out to almost 2.5 pounds of scallops. I said 2 pounds. I said fill 2 containers. Each one was a little over a pound. So, you know, I got everything. I grabbed a bag of potatoes while I was there. Grabbed 2 packages of hot dogs. Went to the checkout counter. Paid for it. Didn't feel a need to strike up a conversation with the person working the checkout. You know, he rang it up. I paid for it. Took the bag. I left. I drove home. Didn't feel a need to complain about, once again, the way other people were driving, potholes, trash. I didn't feel a need to do any of that. I went and did what I wanted to do. Everything went smooth. I didn't get angry and upset about anything that was going on during my journey there and back home, my time in Shaw Seafood Market. Everything went well. I was happy when I got there. I was happy when I left. I was happy when I got home. I'm happy right now. I'm looking forward to doing some serious cooking this afternoon. Have everything ready for around 6. I told him to be here around 6. And Auntie Bill will be getting in around 5:15 from the hospital. So, looking forward to a good, happy night. Looking forward to a good, happy weekend. So, I hope you had a good week. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have fun. And I hope you stay safe.